What's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. We've got a exciting guest today, former fast food worker, college student, okay, who's taken his life in a different direction here as of recently, and I'm really excited to hear how that's been going for him. So, Brandon, what's up, my man? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good, good. Do you pronounce your last name Hammer?
Hamer.
Hamer. Okay, I was like Hammer.
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's fun.
Need to throw that extra M in there, man, for that hammer, bro. I get Sharpie a lot, like they
Yeah.
think the E is an actual E at the end. So where are you at right now? Are you in a dorm room right now?
I'm actually back at home in
Okay,
Chicago, Illinois.
I got you. So where do you go to college at?
I go to the Chicago Tech School here,
I got you.
and I'm majoring currently in computer science.
Okay, okay. You learn more about computers and stuff at college or here online running your marketing business?
Probably running my marketing business.
All right, we won't tell them that. We won't show them this video, make them feel bad. But hey man, I'm really happy to I'm really excited to hear about your story and I love your process. I want you to go through that with people here in a moment. But first, before we go into your process, which is simple and anybody can do it, and you broke it down for me before in 5 steps, from basically in the questionnaire that you made that very clear how you're building your business right now, and I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of value out of that because anybody can do that. But take us back a little bit and tell us how you got into this. I mean, I want to know what you were doing before. Tell us about the fast food piece and the first commission in your sleep. I mean, I just think I want everybody to hear that. So tell us a little bit about your story.
So I started like at the fast food job. So if you guys don't know me, my name is Brandon, as you guys can see, and I used to work a fast food job at Wendy's flipping burgers. It wasn't the best job, but it also wasn't the worst job. At this time, I probably was like a high school. I was a senior in high school around this time, and I just saw that this wasn't the job that I wanted to do my whole life because the people who I was surrounded by were like much older than me, and I was like, and they were happy, and they were not happy with coming to their 9 to 5 job. So I was like, this can't be the way I want to live my life. So I started looking at different ways to make money online and started an online business like that summer because I was getting ready to head off to college and I didn't want to work another 9 to 5 job while balancing school, even though I had some scholarships at the time. So I think where we at probably about late December. I clicked on TikTok. I never thought I would open the TikTok app, and I kind of was exposed to like the business side of TikTok immediately. And I was introduced to the 15-day business builder challenge. I saw people having great results with it, so I was like, "What makes me different?" And so I jumped head first into affiliate marketing.
Yeah. Nice, man. And you were sleeping one day and you got $1,000 plus commission and you were like, I'm ruined, right?
Yeah, I was like, "Man, I must be doing something right." Like I went back to the drawing board again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, when you and I want to just make a disclaimer here that, that's not, a guaranteed result. I mean, hopefully, Brandon, you make tons more of those and hopefully this becomes a full-time thing for you long term. But you guys can make more, you can make less, you can make nothing at all. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Like when you make basically what you make in a week or even more than you make in a week, with some jobs, right? I'm sure with the Wendy's jobs, $1,000 was probably damn near 2 weeks or so worth of pay. Is that right?
Yeah, that's probably I was like a part-time worker and I did it for a few months. That was almost it's close to how much I actually made. It
In
was
a
like
month?
720. Yeah, it's like
In a month?
720, 750 an hour is a cook at Wendy's. Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so when you make, and a high ticket commission doesn't particularly have to be a four-figure commission, guys. I mean, a high ticket commission can be a few $100s. I mean, it's all relevant based on what you're promoting. in the business space, people are willing to spend more because there's an ROI attached to that investment, if you will. There's a chance that they could learn something and make it back. Whereas maybe in the pet niche, maybe, I mean, people do spend a lot on their pets, but maybe a high ticket would be considered a couple of $100 for maybe a course to learn how to train your dog or something. But either way, when you make what you've made in a week or what you've made in 2 weeks or a month, you make that in one night while you're sleeping, it's life changing. I mean, it's apps. I still can remember my first, I can remember my first $1,000 week. This was back in 2009, and I still remember I was with my I remember being on the beach. I live here in Florida, and I remember being on the beach, and I was with my wife's parents. So, I'm already feeling inadequate around them, like, oh, they're judging me and stuff. And I felt like such a big dog because I made $1,000 that week, and I was like, and I made it, of course, as an entrepreneur, and I felt really proud. So yeah, you're taking me back a little bit. So what's happened was that December of 2020 when that happened, when you got involved in this? I mean, it's been basically about 5 or 6 months. Is that right?
That's when I first took the challenge. Now, when I actually got started, we all have our self limitations. So I had to overcome a lot within those few months after taking the challenge, like facing the camera and like just getting over myself before I actually jumped into affiliate marketing. I wish I had actually got started sooner, if that makes sense. But I
Yeah.
just had those self limitations kind of holding me back until I jumped and I shot my first TikTok video, and it was on and rocking from there.
So how did you overcome that? I mean, what were your limiting beliefs, and did you? I mean, was there some big burning bush moment, or were you just kind of like, screw it, let's do this?
I just jumped off head first and faced the camera because like it's just me in the room, me and the camera. But it seemed like a whole lot of people were actually watching me. So when I got that first video up, it was a big confidence boost, and I kind of saw like some of the things that new affiliate marketers and new people who face the camera face. And man,
It's almost like the scariest opponent you've ever faced, isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
Are you an athlete?
Yeah, I am.
So what's your sport?
Basketball,
You look like a tall guy. Are you like 7 foot, man?
close to 6 foot.
Closer to six. How tall are you?
Like 5'11".
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So you must be a point guard or a forward.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. But anyways, I was heading towards the opponent thing, right? I mean, you've probably faced some pretty tough opponents in sports, but that little old camera boy, isn't that something, how that can be like the toughest opponent ever?
yeah. It's funny because like when you first face the camera, like you have all this confidence until like you start messing up on your videos, and then everything just goes down the drain.
Yeah. Are you to the point to where you're just not being as critical of yourself yet? Like if you fumble or you say so, I mean, are you reshooting and refilming a bunch, or are you kind of to that point to where you've just like, hey, whatever, that's I'm just gonna post it anyways.
Yeah, I'm to the point where it's like whatever, and my content actually got better over time, making those
Yeah.
mistakes. And so I was trying not to hammer myself so much about what I'm not doing right and focus more on what, like, the value that's coming out of the little bit of seconds that people get out of my TikTok videos.
Do you feel that there's people look at, like, do you feel that one of the biggest things is that people want to be able to relate and know that you're real, and those little kind of human kind of flaws or whatever that we all have, those idiosyncrasies, if you will, that are imperfections, I guess. Do you feel that showing those actually create more of a bond and make you more relatable with people?
Yeah, I actually do because when people see you messing up on camera and then are looking a certain way on camera, maybe it could give them that big confident boost that they need to go face the camera and make a life changing decision in their life. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Man, I'm really impressed. You're 19, man, doing this. Really proud of you and happy for you, bro. Seriously, like you're. It's really cool, man. Um, so I want to talk a little bit about what you're getting results with, and you said that these are some steps that I took before I saw results. So I'm wondering if you're still doing this. You took me through on this questionnaire a 4-step process, which is the first step was you took a step back to understand what was my purpose story of starting affiliate marketing besides the income, and then I decided on the type of audience that I wanted to attract. So basically, that was your niche selection in trying to come up with a story, your story that you could tell that would relate to that audience. Can you take us through a little bit more about that first step, and then we'll move on to the second one?
So the first step was like after I decided on the target audience, like the type of content that I was gonna put out, because during this time, when I was on TikTok, I saw like a lot of the side hustle videos. So I think that that was one of my first videos on TikTok, was a side hustle video. And even though the side hustle videos are a great way to get traction to, your following and your affiliate offer, I got a whole lot of people uninterested in what I was promoting and my initial offer on my email list. So I kind of took that step back, because this is not, that wasn't the type of business that I wanted to build. I wanted a long-term business. So I had to take that step back and see if like, how can I provide more value in my videos and be unique? Like, this is not working for me. Like, so what's the next step? So I had to take that step back and kind of reevaluate how I wanted to run my business and my actual purpose of getting started with affiliate marketing, because I was prepared not to even make another dollar online, because when you make a drastic shift like that, you risk losing the whole audience.
Mm, yeah. So you had started out kind of doing what you saw other people doing with the start a side hustle online, or side hustle number one and side hustle number two, and kind of all that kind of side hustle talk.
Yeah.
And did you feel like you weren't connecting with the audience? Like, do you feel like you just look like you just look like another person saying the same thing?
Yeah, I kind of felt like I looked like the same person saying the same thing, and at the same in the same sense, people were not actually taking me serious. They was looking at the opportunity like a quick way to make a dollar in 60 seconds. When that was the meaning that I wanted to have behind my whole brand.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanted to tell more of the full picture. You wanted to talk a little bit about mindset. You wanted to talk a little bit about business model. You wanted to talk a little bit about financial education, like kind of, you wanted to give them more of the full picture rather than present it as if it was a 60-second get rich quick gimmick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that's important for everybody to know. Now, obviously, Brandon's working in the make money online niche. And look, I had somebody comment yesterday in a group that were like, is everybody here just promoting Legendary? And it's like, no. A lot of people get started in the make money online niche because that's what they were exposed to. That's what they saw, right? They saw people promoting make money online products, and now they're passionate about that. They have some experience. There's a lot of people, though, that aren't showcasing everything they're promoting because people copy them, that are in lots of different niches. And I think not overhyping things, right? And building a bond based on your story, which is what I want to ask about next. Building an actual product story, right? That is about you, but really at the same time as you're telling your story, you're telling your target customer story, right? Something that they can relate to. So how did you develop that, and how are you sort of evolving that, and how has that changed, your connection and results with your audience?
You might kind of find my story a little funny, but I related it to I said before I was a cook at Wendy's, and I cook burgers, but it was it's more than one way you can cook a burger, but it all serves the essential purpose of feeding the hunger and fulfilling the purpose of a target audience. So I was like, if this is working for Wendy's, like, I'm gonna implement this into my online business, and I had to be kind of strategic with my approach, focusing more on providing value and like giving the pros and cons of getting started with affiliate marketing. So I know, well, not just starting with affiliate marketing, starting the whole online business thing in general. And so
Yeah.
I wanted people to know, I wanted people who were actually following me to know that, I'm not the other marketers who's just trying to sell you something. I had to separate myself from other affiliate marketers on this platform by making my
So
offer unique.
So Brian commented, this is one of my stopping points. I don't have the type of success anyone would want to follow yet. How do we do this legitimately? So how would you answer that question?
Um, I was at this point in my business when I first got started. I wasn't seeing any results, and a lot of people on the platform that I was promoting on were seeing like great results, but I wasn't seeing any traction yet. So you have to do that quick reevaluation and understand your why. Why did you get in affiliate marketing besides the money? And that actually it helps boost your confidence because now you know your purpose on this platform. Not everyone is gonna be interested in what you have to say on this platform, but you want to know that the few people who actually follow you are actually interested in what you're talking about. Even if you only got like 10 people following you, that's 10 people who are actually genuinely interested in what you're actually talking about. And that makes the difference when you get started with affiliate marketing, taking those small baby bites.
Yeah. Yeah, and also we talk about this every day, Brian Fab, the person who asked that question, not comparing yourself to other people, just, just focusing on delivering value to people. It's not just showcasing, oh, look, I got this car, I got made this kind of money. It's more being focusing on being interested in people's problems and how you can refer them to solutions and share your experience versus trying to be interesting. That's a big shift for people because we can tend to be so self-absorbed, but to transition from being focused on being interested in people versus focusing on trying to be interesting. You marinate on that. Marinate on that. All of you guys who are thinking about how do I do something if I'm not successful yet. Well, just how every other business owner starts their business. They focus on solving problems for the customer. So I want to keep going because you really have a great process here that anybody can use. So step number 2 is you started attracting your target audience by getting them interested in your content by using emotional appeal in your marketing. Explain what you mean by that.
When you use emotional appeal in your marketing, this is why it's important to understand your target audience. So I'm gonna make money online. So I started, kind of jotting down some quick steps of how I can attract my ideal customer. And people are looking to replace their 9 to 5 job, achieve financial freedom, have more vacational time. And so I started implementing those in my hook on my TikTok videos. To stop the scroll on TikTok because you only have a certain amount of time to catch the people's attention of, and that's what helped me get started and kind of develop my plan.
So when you're appealing, when you're using that emotional appeal, like are you are you doing that by telling your story, which is helping them to relate because they might be going through the same challenges, or are you talking about, like you said, financial freedom and having more time with family and kids and stuff like that? Or are you doing kind of all of that? I'm trying to be a little bit more specific with what you mean by the emotional appeal.
Yeah, I do a mixture of relating that into my story and relating it to different opportunities that because some people just need a wake up call, and like showing them the potential of getting started. Like because a lot of people they've been scammed on the internet and they just don't trust me just because my name is Brandon on this platform. And so I get them to relate to my story. I recently just told my story about how I was a fast food worker and I wasn't happy with where I was, and this is majority of the people who are actually scared to take that next step in their life. And so I just tie my story in and the potential of getting started and tie those in with the emotional hook story offer.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, that fast food thing is something you're going to use for the rest of your life. I mean, it's such a great story. It's just kind of like my construction story, right? I mean, and the other thing that I think so many of you need to remember is that the thing that you think is not going to, like maybe you'd be embarrassed to share or something like that, or you think is not going to be really interesting to people, is the thing that's most interesting. You know what I mean? Like, because you want people to think, wow, if that person can do it, so can I. Like, if Dave was a construction worker, sleeping on his dad's couch, and if Brandon was flipping burgers at Wendy's, man, I mean, golly, you know what I mean? Golly. So step number 3 is I use my content brand to convince my audience that my product or service will help them solve their problem by providing as much value as possible. I also encourage them to reach out if they're confused. So let's start with the first one, or the first part of step 3. I use my content brand to convince my audience that my product or service will help them solve their problem by providing as much value as possible. What does providing value mean to you, and how do you do that?
Providing value to me is like basically getting people to understand, because it's a lot of people who get confused when they hear affiliate marketing. I relate that to how I feel when I first got started with building an online business or affiliate marketing. So you kind of have to keep it in simple terms so people can understand, and you
Yeah.
slowly build off that. And you generate curiosity by first explaining what affiliate marketing is, and explaining the potential of this online business, and that stops the scroll. That gets people interested in what you're promoting, and so that I already have the curiosity, and I just build off of I build off of the potential, the value that I provided about affiliate marketing, let them know what's a sales funnel and different stuff like that. And if people are still confused, I offer a way for them to contact me, like click the link in bio, DM me on Instagram, or even leave a phone number in the comment section that people can reach out to me who are actually confused about the whole online business thing. And we actually hop on the call, and I provide that clarity that most people need. And this is what most affiliate marketers mess up. I hear this a lot from people I've dealt with. They say people just tell them to go to the link in their bio. I'm the first one who actually took the time to explain it to them. And
Mm.
so that makes the difference. And I kind of started implementing that into my content. I stopped saying so much, click the link in my bio, and provided more value to give them the reason to go check out the link in my bio without even have to necessarily enforce that so much.
Do you got a microphone around you anywhere that you could just pick up and just drop right now? And
I have
you need to do that right now, because you just dropped a gold nugget. You just dropped a boulder on their heads. You know what I mean? Like, that was, we should end right there. I mean, that was a boulder. I don't know if y'all heard what this man just said. Step number 4. Okay, this is, you just talked about this, but we're gonna circle this mountain a couple of times, because I want people to hear what you're saying. Step 4: when people reach out with questions, I hop on a call with them to address their problems or doubts. This allows me to build a connection by understanding my audience and provide a solution to their problem without seeming salesy. My man just said that everybody's saying, click the link in my bio, click the link in my bio, click the link in my bio, right? Everybody's saying that. And here's the big meteor, Daryl Jenkins says. Daryl says, meteor. Hey, meteor just hit Earth. Meteor just hit Planet Legendary. So you're literally, you're like, here's my phone number in the comments. Call me, right?
Yeah,
We'll talk. Or text me, whatever.
yeah, definitely. I'm like that. As a full-time college student, not even having much time on my hands, I'm like, here, if you have any questions, just reach out. And believe it or not, that's actually a great way for people to feel more confident with you. Even though I didn't have many followers at the time, um, I had to capitalize on the small amounts of traffic that I was getting to my business. And people, they get on the calls, they talk about their problems. I'll be the listening ear and kind of give them some clarification, and I never have to even offer my product or service. They just end up asking by the end of the call what has helped you, just by me providing value and relating their problem into my story. And
So you're not, I mean, there's no secret close. There's no, there's no, slam dunk DDT line that you slam dunk them into you just sit there and just are like, hey man, what's up? How can I help? And they
yeah,
just talk, and you just offer them that ear to listen to what's going on with them, or maybe what they're confused about. It's not like you just have to start talking and rambling and trying to close. You're just, it's most of the time, do you find that people just want to just know that you're a real person, and that if you put the number there that you're and they're almost surprised, like, damn, I can't believe you picked up.
yeah. Most people just need that reassurance that they actually can do it. This is possible for anyone.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's great. Do you find at all that people are like kind of when they if you talk to somebody, they're almost like struck a little bit, like, damn, I can't believe you picked up, man. Like that's
Yeah, de-
crazy. I've been
de-
watching your videos.
yeah, definitely all the time. Like they tell me like I provide so much value, and they really actually take the time, that I take out of my day to reach back to them, and that's the brand that I want to build. Having that connection where people can actually know, like, and trust me on several different platforms.
Yeah. I think you guys um I think I think you guys will be really surprised if you figure out more ways to talk to your customers, like actually like be reachable, like what Brandon's talking about. You, you will find that people will actually look at you with almost like a celebrity appeal, like almost like you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now. And I mean, it's like you were just sitting there, eating a burger or something. Like you're just a regular person. It's not like, I mean, the only thing you did was just record some videos and provide some value on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. But it's like there's a power when people are watching you, and they're consuming your videos and stuff. There's just it's like it's almost like I think we've been primed for that because of the way that we view celebrities, like actors from movies and stuff. There's like just this there's like this it's an unconscious thing, I think, that people feel that people on a screen are like a celebrity. So if you make it so you make yourself available, there's almost this, like, that's why I understand what you're saying, because you don't need to sell. They sell themselves because they're talking to the person that they've been watching now, and they're so sort of blown away in that moment that they're sold. You don't need to sell them. You don't need to convince them of anything. Sure, you can give them a gentle call to action or something, or say that do you say at the end of the conversation when they say, okay, what do you recommend or what do you think I should do? What do you do? Are you like, I'll DM you, I'll send you something in the DMs, or like, how do you transition to being like, I'll send you something, or here's where you should go?
I explain my story and what has helped me get started with my affiliate, with my affiliate marketing journey and building my online business, and I relate that to what some of the things they have told me, and like
Yeah.
here, would you like me to like send you some resources that help me scale my business or get started? And they're also like they're like, sure, I never have to mention it.
Right, right, right. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You're like, yo, can I send you some resources like that have helped me? Yeah, and of course, right? Maybe it'd be so easy for anybody to compile just a little Google document that has like, hey, here's a training that I recommend. Here's the tools that I recommend. Whatever, right? I mean, you could put together a little one pager on a Google Doc, and so now you're not even sharing a link. You're sharing a Google Doc, which seems even more, it seems even less like salesy, right? Because everybody's sharing links, everybody's sending links, everybody's dropping links, everybody, right? But if you put together a little one pager on a Google Doc with some clickable links, then man, that's like a little resource page. It's brilliant, bro. It's brilliant. I gotta hand you. This might be one that, with your permission, maybe we'll show some other people in some other training, man.
Yeah, definitely. I have no problem with that. More people need to see it.
It's just taken all of the it's just taken all of the it's taken all of the, like you said, the salesiness out. And I think that's one of the big things that people have a bit of some resistance to when they start a business and they start marketing, is like, well, I'm okay with marketing, but I don't really want to do sales. And they end up feeling like a salesperson when they're constantly like, click this, click the link in the bio, right? And it's like, it just feels like a sales thing, and you've taken just all of that out of it.
Hmm.
I love it, man. Any final words that you'd like to share with our? I mean, what's your experience been here with Legendary? I mean, how's the community helped you? I mean, what's tell us about that?
The community has been great. Like, as you mentioned before, like we see some of these people as celebrities on certain platforms. actually some of the top affiliate marketers from Legendary I had access to within this community. When I first got started with affiliate marketing, I was watching them on TikTok, and I thought they were so hard to reach until I started building connections in these communities that's offered by you guys, and that was a difference maker. And I realized from that point on that these results are possible for anyone, and your ability to network in your online business is going to be the difference maker for you in your online business.
Wow. That's a mouthful. Your ability to network with people is going to be the difference maker. That's cool. Even just building friendships, even just building just connections, feeling like you got some support, like that you can reach other people and that you've got people that makes a difference, right? It's not always like trying to get something from somebody or like learn something from somebody, because you can watch what they're doing, but it's just feeling like you got like a network of people that you're doing this with, kind of like in sports, like a team, right?
Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, bro, we are thrilled to have you, bro. We are thrilled to have you, and I'm just really impressed by the way that you've kept it simple, but also you've made really complicated things simple, man. And that's really a sign of a lot of brilliance, man. It's easy to make things complicated. Like, people are doing that every day, right? But to make complicated things simple is really a sign of of intelligence and creativity. And so keep up the great work, my brother. And I hope you'll come back and keep us posted on your journey. And if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Brandon. We'll talk to you later, brother.
All right.
See you, man. All right, guys. Wow. Well, there's Brandon's TikTok handle. You guys can go and follow him. What a cool guy, and just absolutely just brilliant tips. I mean, meteors hitting the legendary planet today from that guy. That's worth a listen. That's worth a re-listen. And I hope just a lot of you guys got a lot of value from that, because I certainly did. And that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. He's got some of this stuff figured out. And as you guys can see, some of it is just testing and trying different things and being willing to adjust. And some of it is just really putting a personal touch on it. And right, just caring, just giving a shit, just being there for people, right? And that's a great example of that in as an affiliate marketer, right? Literally just call me, or and just that whole process. So anyways, guys, have a fantastic day. Be legendary. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another episode. Have a great day. All right. See you.